All right, running backs. Jabari Small and Jalen Wright, obviously, they were basically starters 1 and 1A. You put them together, and it's like a Heisman Trophy kind of season. 23 touchdowns, 1,600 yards rushing. Uh, both of them, I lost my notes here. Both of them gone, right?
No, they're both coming back.
Both coming back.
Yep.
Okay.
And Dylan Sampson, who was a freshman that kind of emerged in the latter half of the season. And then you also have a freshman coming in, Cam Selden, he's an athlete, may play running back. They may have other things planned for him, but I know he can play running back. That was kind of in the cards in his recruitment. And that's probably the set of dudes that you had there. You had a couple of running backs transferred during the offseason, just guys that were probably not going to get playing time anyway. And so, I mean, yeah, you're stacked right up where you were before. There was kind of an off-season episode where Jalen Wright tweeted out something that kind of was like alluding to him leaving. He said it was like, it's nothing personal, it's just business. And then like 2 days later, they announced a big NIL deal for him. Like it was one of those situations. But yeah, they'll be back. Jabari Small was a little prone to injury this season. Maybe he can fight through that in the coming year. That would be good. But there, as you said, it's really a committee. And when you add them all together, it equals a really great running back room. But there's no one single guy that's just the emergent alpha dog there. And that's honestly, that's okay, because like in this offense, a lot of what it is, they definitely do. They rip open big runs. It happened against Clemson in the Orange Bowl and happened all season long otherwise. But that certainly does happen. But a lot of it is like they go over the top for a big throw, get down into the red zone, and then hand the ball off. And like there has been, at least my own observation, there's kind of been some stolen valor from the wide receivers by the running backs, because it'll be a big pass over the top, huge pass over the top. This happened a lot this season. And the pass will go to the 2-yard line, and then they just punch it in. And like a bunch of those 23 touchdowns that they had last year were that situation. I want to say it happened twice just in the Orange Bowl. And so that's totally fine, because at the end of the day, it's not like it's just some given that even if you're at the 2-yard line, you're going to get into the end zone. That's not, it's easier said than done in SEC football. And they were great at doing that. They were able to punch the ball in and be effective in that setting. And I think that was something that changed this year over the previous year, was that they were able to figure out how to line up without the tempo and without all of that stuff, just line up man to man and get 2, 3, 4 yards. They really, on 4th down, on 3rd down, when they need that short yardage, just line the dudes up and cram the ball down your throat. They found out how to do that in this past season. And in Josh Heupel's first season, they struggled with that a pretty decent amount. And I think obviously with the same room coming back, if they can work well with a rejiggered offensive line, you got, obviously, I assume we're probably going to talk about that in a minute. A little bit of a different offensive line. I think they'll still be pretty good in that position. And then hopefully just with Jalen Wright getting older, Dylan Sampson getting older, and just progressing, hopefully they just get that much better